Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing this super easy reverse cat eye look. I'm sure y'all have seen it before, but I wanted to show y'all how I create it and what products I use. It's literally so easy, but still very dramatic. So first I'm starting off by priming using the e.l.f. Electric Mood Illuminating Primer. Today I'm going to keep my skin routine pretty simple and natural because I want the focus to be all on the eyes. Now I'm color correcting using the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops. I don't always color correct, but I feel like my dark spots have been a little darker lately, so I want to conceal them as much as I can. And I'm just blending it out with my fingers. I know it looks like I used a lot, but I promise it's not. And then I'm setting the corrector with the Laura Mercier powder in the color Translucent Honey. Now I'm using the NYX Total Control Foundation Drops in the shade Mahogany, and I'm building it up as much as I want and blending it out with a foundation brush until I have the right coverage. So you can definitely build this foundation up. You guys have seen me use this one before. It's going to give ashy at first, but don't worry because once I bronze up my face, it definitely is going to even out. And I want a full coverage look today, so I did do about 2 layers of the foundation, which was like 5 or 6 drops in total. And this foundation, you can use a lot and it still looks like skin. That's why I love it. Now I'm going in with the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer in the shade Toffee, and I'm applying it to all the normal areas that I usually do. So under my eyes, on my smile lines, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And I'm going to be blending that out with a damp beauty blender on all the areas besides under my eyes. So you guys will see in a second, I'm just using a beauty blender everywhere else besides my under eyes. So now I'm using a brush to blend out my under eyes because I wanted to have a really full coverage look, and a beauty blender would definitely take away from that because it would absorb some of the product. So now I'm just adding more concealer under my eyes just to further brighten and conceal that area. And then after that, I'm going to make sure everything is blended together seamlessly. There's no harsh lines, and I'm just using a beauty blender to do that. And I'm going all over my face. So before I put any powder products on my face or bake, I'm going to lightly set my whole face with setting powder. And this just ensures that your makeup doesn't end up looking cakey or flaking or anything like that. Now I'm taking this first bronzer shade in my Morphe AR palette, and I'm going to bronze up my face. So I'm dusting it horizontally from my ears to, I guess, like right at the corner of my eyes. And I'm also going to do my jawline, my forehead, and under my mouth. And I'm not doing anything crazy, like I'm literally just diffusing it out. I'm also going to do my jawline, my forehead, under my mouth. And then after that, I'm going to contour my nose. So to contour my nose, I'm taking an eyeshadow blending brush and diffusing it on the sides, stopping right before the tip of my nose. I'm also bringing it into my eyebrows, as you can see right there, and I'm going to do right underneath or right on top of both of my nostrils. And then any harsh lines I'm going to blend away with a beauty blender. So now for the eyes, the reason y'all are probably here, I'm starting off with the second bronzer shade in the AR palette, and I'm going to blend that on my eyes and wing it out. When I'm winging it out, I'm going pretty far, like past my eyebrows, just to lift my eyes and have like a natural lifted effect. I'm not making it precise. I just want to have natural color to my lids, so you guys can see I'm just kind of blending it everywhere besides directly on my lid. So I'm blending it all over my crease and everything, just not directly in the center of my lid. And you guys can use eyeshadow. You can use any brown eyeshadow. You can use a cool tone, warm tone. I just like using bronzer because it really ties in the look, in my opinion. So after I do my eyelids, I'm going to blend the same shade on my lower lash line. So just diffusing that out. You guys can make it as dramatic or less dramatic as you want to. And you want to make sure that you connect it to the eyeshadow on your upper lid. So just pull it all the way back. And now I'm going to bake before I really work on my lower lash line because I don't want any fallout to get on my concealer. And I said this in my last video, but when you bake, you want to make sure you don't have any harsh lines with your baking. So you want to make sure the powder is distributed pretty evenly, or you will get those like obvious baking lines when you wipe it off. So now I'm using this Nubian palette and I'm highlighting my inner corner before I go in with a dark eyeliner or any dark shadows. I just want that area to be bright. And for eyeliner, I'm just using this Maybelline Lasting Drama in the shade Jet Black, I believe. And I'm going to line my waterline, making sure it's super dark and concentrated. And then once you have your waterline as dark as you want to start bringing down the eyeliner right like in between your lashes and making sure that area is pretty dark, like right here. Any gaps that you see in between your lashes, you want to fill that in. And then I'm also going to be bringing it down just a little bit under my lash line. So you guys can bring that down as far as you want to. I'm not going to do it too dramatic, but if you want to go, even more smoky, even more cat-like, whatever you want to call it, you guys can bring that down as far as you want. But the key is that you make sure you fill in any gaps that are in between your lashes. So you want your lower lash line to be completely filled in and dark. Now I'm taking this very thin eyeliner brush and I'm creating a really thin wing by pulling out the eyeliner from the outer corners of my eyes. So the eyeliner that was right in those outer corners, all you do is pull that out and that creates a really sharp wing. And I'm also going to drag it a tiny bit inwards on my upper lash line, and it's important to keep these lines, the ones on your outer and inner corner of your eyes, it's important to keep them very thin and precise. And then when you're smoking out your lower lash line, that's the only part that you want to smoke out. So also, if you don't know where to put the line, just follow the natural direction of your lash line and drag it upwards from there. And now I'm just doing the same thing, but on the inner corners. And again, you guys can bring this as far in as you want to. I didn't to start, but I will go back and detail it a little more and drag it down a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to smoke out my eyeliner. So I'm taking this smudger brush. I'm not using any product at first. I'm just diffusing out the eyeliner just as much as it can. And then after that, I am going to take the same bronzer color that I use all over my lids and my lower lash line. And I'm going to use that to smoke it out further and just to make sure that edges of it aren't too harsh and everything kind of looks natural, or not natural, but smoked out and just seamless. And once everything is smoked out to my liking, from here you'll see me go back into the details and kind of customize everything how I want. So I'm adding more eyeliner into my waterline, into the outer corners, and even underneath, just to make everything a little darker. And I'm also going to be pulling out both of the wings on the outer and inner corner. So I'm going back in with the detailing brush and just pulling them out a little further, also enhancing them, making them more noticeable and darker. And this look, I really love that you can play around with it and customize it. So I really suggest that you guys start off, small, using a little bit of product, and then build it up if you want to, because it's very easy to add onto it. It's not easy to take something away. So I didn't show you guys a lot of that, but I just tight lined, and now I'm dusting off the powder that was baking from underneath my eyes. And this part is definitely optional, but I am cleaning up a little bit with concealer just because I wanted that wing to be super, super sharp. So that's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to also set that with powder so that it doesn't melt off my face and that it stays in place all day. Now I'm going back into the Nubian palette and I'm using that same light shimmer shade and just applying that to my eyelids, like kind of in the center, and then connecting it with the highlighted portion in the inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going to grab this matte pink blush shade from the 8R palette. I'm putting that on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm dragging it outwards and upwards to blend it out. And then here I'm just setting that concealer that I used earlier under my eyes. And anything that's harsh, like I always say, just blend it out with a beauty blender. And that's exactly what I was just doing. Now I'm highlighting my face, and I'm using the, ColourPop in the shade Parasol. And I'm smiling, and then wherever the light hits my cheeks, that's where I'm putting the highlighter. And then I'm also highlighting my forehead, my brow bone, and I'm highlighting the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And then I'm also going to put a little more highlighter on my inner corner, but not fully, just on the top portion so that I don't mess up any of the eyeliner. So for lips, I'm using a brown lip liner from the Beauty Supply, and I'm overlining just a little bit, but I'm not going overboard with it. And then I'm going to be putting blush in the center, so I'm just outlining the outer parts of my lips. And now I'm using Strawberry Drip by Fenty Beauty. It's a cream blush, so it's super easy to apply on your lips. And then I'm finishing it off with a clear gloss. This is a random one that I got from the Beauty Supply, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to set my face with this Refresh Spray by Hailey's Beauty. I really like this one because it comes out as a really fine mist and you don't get super heavy droplets on your face. And then I'm going to be curling my lashes and applying mascara. This is from Fenty Beauty. It's my favorite mascara. And I'm just concentrating on lengthening my lashes, and I am going to get a little bit of mascara on my eyelids, but that's okay because you just let it dry and wipe it off. I'm also putting mascara on my lower lashes as well, so that's pretty much it. I didn't want to do lashes just because I hate lashes on myself, so I kind of left that out. But right now I'm showing you guys that I put a little more blush, and I'm just blending that out with a brush and a beauty blender, and that's pretty much it for this look. It's giving fine feline. I literally love it for a nighttime look, or even to go with your Halloween costume if you're going as anything related to a cat. So it was morning when I filmed this, and I had to go somewhere right after. And if you're thinking like, how am I gonna get all this black off my eyes, I'm gonna show you how I did it. So this video isn't sponsored, but Elf does have skincare, and I wanted to show you guys because it's clean and affordable. Like, look at the prices. And I've been showing you guys not so affordable skincare lately. So if you're in the market for some affordable skincare, Elf has some really great products currently. So first, I'm using the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm to remove the makeup as much as I can. And I use this product very often, and it makes taking off a full face way less dreadful. And then I'm going in with the Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. This has hyaluronic acid and ceramides, and I'm just showing you guys my towel is completely clean after washing my face. So definitely check out the removing balm. I love it so much. And now I'm going in with the Holy Hydration Face Cream. This moisturizer has SPF 30 in it, so you can save money not having to buy a separate sunscreen. Then I'm finishing it off by using this All the Feels facial oil. And guys, this oil is that oil. Like, it's so nourishing and natural. It doesn't have a strong smell. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are looking for affordable skincare, definitely check Elf out. All the information will be linked in my description on all the products that I use. And that is pretty much it for this makeup look. I love it so much, and if you guys did too, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.